In a quiet village hidden between the mountains, there stood the oldest and strangest house in the area, the Mansouri family house. Everyone who passed by felt as if they were being watched, even though the windows had been covered with thick curtains for decades. Sarah, the granddaughter of the family, had been living in the city, but she was forced to return to the village after the mysterious death of her grandmother, who left behind only one strange note. Greater than "Do not look into the mirror" in the upstairs room after midnight. Sarah laughed it off as superstition, but deep down she felt there was something unusual about that warning. On the third night of her stay, she heard soft footsteps coming from the upper floor, even though she was completely alone in the house. She climbed the stairs slowly, holding a small lantern, until she reached the old room. There it was, a massive mirror with a wooden frame carved with strange symbols, as if it were watching her. She moved closer, unable to resist. The clock struck 12:07 a.m. as she looked into the glass. At first, she saw only her reflection. Then suddenly, a shadow appeared behind her in the mirror, though the room was completely empty. Frozen in fear, Sarah watched as the shadow began pointing towards the corner of the room. Trembling, she followed its gesture and noticed a loose floor tile. When she lifted it, she found a small, dusty box. Inside were old letters between her grandmother and a man named Ibrahim. They spoke of a terrible secret, the disappearance of her grandmother's twin sister 40 years ago. The last letter read, "Greater than, I have trapped her soul inside the mirror before she could destroy the family. Do not go near it." Sarah screamed and dropped the letter. When she looked back at the mirror, she saw a woman who looked exactly like her grandmother, but she was screaming silently from the other side. Sarah ran to the door, but it slammed shut by itself. And when the first rays of morning light entered the room, everything was gone. The mirror, the box, the letters, even Sarah herself. From that day on, no mirror ever showed her reflection again. Ending for engagement. And what do you think? Was the soul truly trapped inside the mirror? Or did Sarah become the new reflection? And why didn't her grandmother ever leave a real explanation? Tell me your theories. In the comments, I'll pick the most interesting one and feature it in the next video. I am so happy. Hi, hobby you are used.